Let's check in now with Otis Wallace. He's the mayor of Florida City, which is where we just saw Miguel and Gotti. Mayor, good morning to you. Hope you're okay. Tell us about the conditions there.
Well, as Matt said earlier, the conditions are steadily deteriorating. We're fine right now, but it's hard to believe, being so far from the eye, which is much further south, over 120 miles away in Key West, that we're feeling the types of winds that we're feeling. But the winds are very significant. The people of Florida City expected that. They're hurricane hardened, and they did take all the appropriate precautions. But even with those precautions, this wind is fierce. I mean, you can probably hear it in the background, but we're doing fine right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at some pictures right now, Mayor Wallace, and I see power on in the background, and that's a nice commodity to have at this time. Are you expecting that to be fleeting?
Yes, it's very fleeting. It's flickering on and off. I see power going on in certain areas of the city and going right back off. I don't expect it to get better. This is not fine wine. It's not going to get better with age.
And when we talk about storm surge, I know it's got a westward trajectory now that the hurricane does, but is that something that's still a concern in your area?
Everything is a concern. This hurricane is so large and fierce. It's like you're getting punched from every direction. We're not directly on the water, so the surge is probably not as big a deal here as it would be closer to the coast. But the water's not very far away, and I am still concerned about it.
I imagine you got a really good team of people around you. I mean, obviously, we tell people get out of harm's way, and residents do that, but cities have to stay up and running, and people like you and first responders have to stick out storms like this.
Yes, that's the mission, and we signed up for it, and we're happy to do it. But I can tell you, at times like this, it's very trying.
I'm sure, and I know you recommended evacuating to your citizens. Did most people heed that warning? Have you been getting calls from people who didn't?
Most people did not evacuate in Florida City, particularly when these storms start to go westward. I think a lot of people got a false sense of security, and with the preparations of boarding up and shuttering their homes, they thought they would be fine, and I hope they're right. But I would have preferred more people to evacuate.
I'm sure. Well, these are tense moments, and we appreciate you sharing a little bit of your time this morning, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Mayor.